Hi guys, welcome to my channel. So tonight I'll be reviewing a movie and it is titled Love and the Crown. It is showing on Ruth Kadiri247 on YouTube. So let us fly, dive, swim into the review. Anywho's, we have a couple of side stories happening in this movie, but don't worry, I'm going to break them down one after the other. First of all, we have the royal family that returns from the States after the death of the king. Now, the new king assumes the throne, and it happens that he has a past lover, somebody that he used to be in a relationship with before he got married and eventually left the country. Now he's back, and this past lover is working as a maid or the chief maid in the palace, and she has this high hopes or delusion that the king is going to make her his second wife. So, in this kingdom, if a prince becomes the king, he is now entitled to as many wives as he wants. So this other maid was not able to marry the prince initially because of her status, but now that the prince is a king, she is expecting that he would go back to their old romance, and then they will get married and become a second wife. Now, the queen, on the other hand, will I say she is slow or she is insecure? She is just too slow for my liking, because if I was the queen, this girl would be jumping out of the fence the very next day, because the disrespect, the audacity. If you watch the movie, you're going to find out the audacity that this maid had, and the queen was just, I don't even know. The king was even like, am I supposed to tell you your position? Am I supposed to tell you your duty as the queen? Waiting. I don't even know what the king was stupidly assuming, because him too, he's slow, and he allowed sentiment to cause a lot of nonsense, unnecessary drama. I think the drama between the king, the queen, and this useless maid, I think it was very unnecessary, and it was just part of the story to just give us drama happening on the side, because it was very uncalled for. Like, he would have just told her straight up, but he let sentiment allow him to overlook this useless maid's audacity and disrespect towards his wife. Like, your partner is uncomfortable about this situation and you're not doing anything about it. So the second family in this movie is a family of a man, his wife, and their teenage daughter that also happens to return to the village almost at the same time. I can't remember if they mentioned the reason why they came to the village, but yes, around the same time the prince and the family came back. That was when this family also came back to the village. Okay, so they have a teenage daughter who is about the same age as the king's son, and this girl is rude. She is a spoilt brat. So her mother is also in support of her useless character. Her mother takes her to the palace in hopes that she will meet the prince, and they'll get along and probably get married, and she'll become the next queen of the kingdom. Now, the other side story, we have another family. Yes, don't worry, we have about 3 families going on in this movie. So we have another family, a blind woman and her daughter. They are poor, wretched, and the woman used to work as a teacher, and she had this accident in school and she got blind. She lost her sight, and it was just her teenage daughter taking care of her. So they go to the hospital, and this woman is told that she needs 10 million naira for her eye surgery. So her daughter stops school and decides to hustle for the money. So her daughter happens to get a job as a maid in this rude girl's house. See how fate is connecting everybody. Now, on the other hand, the young prince is not interested in the whole royal shenanigan and wearing royal regalia and being the prince and all what. Of course he will not be interested. So yeah, he's not interested in being the prince and all those things that come with it. So he has a cousin who is about the same age as him, and he tells his cousin to fill in for him, wear these clothes, you can wear the royal regalia, represents me as the prince. If they call you prince, answer them, all those kind of things. So the prince's cousin is now acting as the prince in order to give the prince some, freedom to do whatever he wants without being confined to the whole title of prince. Okay. So when this rude girl and her mother gets to the palace, they're introduced to the prince. They're introduced to the fake prince, and this girl is all over him. She's snapping, she's posting online that she's in a relationship with the prince and blah blah blah. And it's just because he's a prince. So she's only in love with the title. Meanwhile, the cousin of the prince starts falling in love with her. But she doesn't know that this guy that she's parading up and down is not the actual prince, and the actual prince has been pretending to be the servant of his cousin who claims to be the prince. Oh my god. It's a lot, right? But yeah, that's what happens in the movie. So this girl is all over this fake prince, and she mistreats and insults the main prince. Then whenever she's going to the palace, she will take her maid with her, which is the daughter of this blind woman. So the maid and the prince, that is the one that is pretending to be a servant, they become friends, and this girl is so insultive and blah blah blah. So I'm not going to spoil this for you. I've already spoiled the story for you, but yeah, if you watch the movie, you know how everything played out with all these scenarios that I've given you. The drama between the king, the queen, and the other maid, his past lover. Then the drama between the prince, his cousin, and these two young ladies. And then another drama between the blind woman, and you find out when you watch the movie. So that is basically what goes on in this whole thing. So I think this movie is cute. Yeah, I think it's cute and innocent, and it's just to help these young actors. I just think it's to help these young actors continue to grow in their craft as actors. It's nothing special, nothing spectacular. Cute here and there. I don't say all through cute because I'm coming. Just wait for me. It's not my review. It's cute here and there, quite innocent, and it's lovable. You enjoy it. I wanted to click out. Honestly, I've started this movie before when it came out, but then I stopped it halfway because it didn't really draw my attention. But I keep seeing it on my timeline. I just want to get it out of my head. So I decided to watch it, and I quite enjoyed it, because if I didn't enjoy it, I will not watch it to the end. Okay. So now, let me give you a piece of my mind. First of all, you see the costumier. First of all, the costumier in this movie, the person that handled the costumes, I need it to be fired tomorrow morning. Because what? You carried female bead. You don't know that that bead the prince was wearing, you don't know that it's female bead. You don't know that it's for females. If you don't know it now. That bead, I'll show it on the screen. This bead, yes, this one you're seeing, this bead that the prince is wearing is for females. It does not match. The color combination, the hair, waiting with this. What is going? Everybody was the rapper. You just wear clothes and carry rapper and tie on top of it. What happened? What happened? What is it? See, the costume of this movie, fired, out, get out, move. Is the queen's wig for me. I'll get it now if you are. Qu'est-ce qu'elle a met? I'll get it, remember. Is the queen's wig for me, man. Okay, so I just remember that towards the end of this movie, this Nelly girl was accused of stealing. Nonsense. I think it's just an unnecessary and cheap way to prolong the drama, to give us this drama and all those things. It was very unnecessary. We don't need it. But I know why they put it there, but we would have still done without it. We would have found out whatever I wanted to find out without all that whole very cheap Nollywood stunts that they always put whenever they are bored and they don't know what to put there. Yeah. Accusing a maid of stealing, jewelry, and when she's about to leave, they will not catch her. Come on, get out. Okay, as I move on, I'm going to show you my top 2 cringiest moments in this movie. I couldn't help but pause it and cringe and then go back to watching it. What's thing happen?
Oh, God will make a way.
Oh, don't worry. You're going to regain your eyesight. Okay?
So,
guy, as it is dance.
Mommy! Mommy, okay? Oh, Mommy, stand up, stand up.
Hey, ma.
Mommy.
Stand up.
Sorry.
Sorry, so sorry. What happened to her? I can make your load lighter.
Thank you. Oh, well, I still need to save up, and I would rather do it all. I have to go. Thank you. I'm so grateful. I owe you.
What kind of meeting is this? What was that? I can make your load lighter. Hey! Anyways, overall, generally, what do I think of this movie? You see, the female actor, Anabel, that is the female lead. After watching her first movie, I think her first movie was with Chididike. She needs to improve. And I think that the male lead self is going to improve over time more than her. He'll be faster, in his whole improvement. The way I'm seeing it, because this guy is still there, is still on the same level. This other girl that acted as the rude girl, very wonderful actor. They're not on the same level, self. Very wonderful. Her facial expression only. Very wonderful actor. You see the other ones, they need to go to acting school. If they have gone before, they need to carry over their acting courses. Go back and learn how to act properly. That is if you want to pass YouTube level. Unless you want to remain on YouTube level, you'll be acting on YouTube for us. No problem, we're not complaining. But if you want to go far, be doing Netflix. Even if it's not Netflix, like bigger projects. Away from Ruth Kadiri247, away from YouTube. I think it's a cute movie, like I've mentioned before. Should you watch it? You can. I will never tell you not to watch a movie. No be me buy phone for you, no be me buy data for you. So I'm not gonna tell you what you're gonna do. But yeah, you should probably give it a watch. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. That is if the costume doesn't chase you away, sha. Anyways, that is the end of my review. Au revoir.